Howdy friends and family, thank you so much for joining me. This is day 19 in the series that I'm doing called It Is Well. And today we are going to be taking a look at the shield of faith. We've been looking at the phrase in the song that says, "Thou hast taught me to say," by seeing ways Jesus gives us to resist temptation. We've looked at the different pieces of the armor of God. So far we've seen the belt of truth, how we're supposed to surround ourselves with truth, the breastplate of righteousness and how Jesus makes us righteous, the shoes of the gospel of peace, and how we can take our worries to God through prayer and thanksgiving. And today we're going to look at Ephesians 6:16, which says, "In all circumstances take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all of the flaming darts of the evil one." And so we're talking about the shield of faith. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of the definitions of faith to help us understand what it is. Faith is belief and trust in and loyalty to God, a firm belief in something for which there is no proof, complete trust, and belief in the traditional doctrines of a religion. And so faith is really this complete trust in something that we maybe don't have complete proof for. Now, we do have some proof. We can see God acting in different ways, but we do say, it says in the Bible, that we walk by faith, not by sight. We cannot physically see God right now. We will one day, but we may not be able to now. And so faith is this trust and this belief in God, but then that also bleeds into a loyalty to him as well. And so what we see from Ephesians is that faith, this complete trust in God, who he is and what he says, is able to stop the flaming darts, some versions might say arrows, of the evil one. And so if you think about it this way, if someone is coming at you and telling you a lie, how do you combat that lie? You're going to tell them the truth. So some examples of what this might look like is that Satan might say you are guilty and you will always be guilty, but God says through him you're forgiven. Satan might say that sin is best and you should just live your life however you want, but God says that righteousness, his way, is best. Satan might say that no one could ever love you because of all of the terrible things you have done. But God says, I'll always love you, no matter what you've done. And so the devil comes at us with these attacks, saying all these different things, trying to convince us to leave God. And the way we can combat that is with the shield of faith, with those truths that God has taught us. Now, you might be thinking, okay, wait, we talked about the belt of truth a couple devotionals ago. I thought we were talking about faith today. Well, faith and truth go hand in hand. You see, you can't have faith without something to put your faith in. And by holding up a truth to the devil's lies, you are putting your faith in that truth. You see, you can wrap yourself in all of these truths and tell yourself them over and over, put on the belt of truth, but if you don't believe it, you are still open to the devil's attacks. Because you see, there's no shield between you and those flaming arrows. But when you have that faith, it's more than just head knowledge. You believe that it is true. And you hold it up and you declare that you believe it to be true. That is what holding up the shield of faith looks like. So by holding up the shield of faith, by raising that shield, by having that faith, you are able to stop the flaming darts, the attacks of the devil. And what this means for us as we are looking at it is well with our soul, the truth is that it is well with our soul. Jesus has made it well with your soul. And the devil is going to come at you and try to convince you that it is not well with your soul. But the truth is that it is. So raise your shield in faith whenever he attacks you to tell you it's not. Raise your shield and declare that you believe that it is well with your soul, because Jesus has said it is true, and you have put your faith and your trust and your loyalty in him. If you are memorizing Ephesians 6:14 through 17, this is your reminder to do that. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.